Solid game, I guess, against a higher rated player. I mean, we were pretty comparable, though. Okay, we got our first black here. Let's play the Sicilian. How about we play the e6 Sicilian, especially since he played the bishop here. The Bowdler attack. So knight here, pawn here, kind of thing. Knight here, he pushes this pawn. What do I do? So let's bring this knight out first. And this knight. I don't know why he didn't develop his knight, renew this threat of pushing the pawn, but he didn't. So I can get in d5 with tempo. I guess he was worried about his bishop being harassed by b-pawns. So we need to do this right now. I go here, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I takes. Yeah, I've got it defended enough. So his bishop has to move. He can throw in a check first, I guess. Goes back there. Okay, I'm going to get castled. So I have more control of the center at the moment. He does that. That's, oh, it's not a sacrifice because he's got the queen on it as well as the knight. See, if he takes and I take back, this is adequately defended. Get a bishop here. So yeah, now I have a bigger center than my opponent. And reasonable development. It's about equal in development. White still has that first mover advantage. So queen c2, bishop b2, or bishop b2, queen c2 is what I'm thinking. Maybe queen c2 first to stop him from putting the bishop here. If he doesn't do it himself. If he does that, you know, I can go over here and attack the b pawn. So that's a tempo. Yeah, he's not going to take this knight while I can retake with the bishop and get pressure along this diagonal. So no worries there. Let's play the queen up here to keep his bishop from coming back to this square. Then we'll put our bishop up. He is going to do it. What do you know? Oh, because he gets the bishop. Okay, well, let's defend the bishop so we can take back with the queen. Now this pawn is hanging. Let's see how hard he wants to defend it. Yeah, I thought he might do that. I was kind of counting on him doing that. So he just walked into a pin. He needed to move the rook, I think. He can defend the bishop, but I can attack it again. The only way to defend it is knight to e1, which is a move you don't want to play anyway, but then I have knight to e5, attacking the bishop. Oh, he decided to take. That's weird. I mean, rook for queen is not a good deal. He can keep his pawn. All right. So let's take. Maybe he's trying to lure my rook off the back rank so he can do the old back rank mate trick. So let's give ourselves a little space here. Where does this knight want to go? Here, maybe? It really wants to go there, but not so easy to get there. I guess if I go here first, then I could go here and here. Knight was safe there, at least temporarily. Yeah. Okay, so he moved the rook, so I can't fork them anymore. How do we finish this? Put the rook over here and challenge him on the c file. The pair of rooks is kind of annoying, so I should probably get rid of one of them. Like this. Then with the queen, I can start attacking things. See, here's a fork. So we went there with the, let's put the knight on a protected square. I guess he's going to bring the knight out, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to bring the knight out and attack this pawn. So I should be prepared for that, huh? I could go this way, I guess. And so now I can check and check. Doesn't quite work, huh? Just need to catch his knight in a bad spot. Or his rook. And how do we get there? Let's see. Knight here would do it. Also check, check. Doesn't quite work yet. So let's put the knight here. It looks like I'm trying to stop these pawns, but what I'm really doing is I'm thinking about this move here to attack this pawn. Get in with my queen. Queen and knight. Anyway, welcome to the stream, Igloo Kid. Yeah, so he just pushed a pawn. He can't move this pawn and he can't defend it. If the king stays there, I can take with check. Otherwise, I have to take with the knight, but it's still okay, right? Just when you open up things around the king, there'll be more opportunities for forks, which the queen excels at. Ah, so he ignores me. Okay. We will do the check then. Hello, Master John. Okay, so now we're going to threaten the mate. Well, we're doing okay. Started with a couple of draws here. Ah, the queen can, the rook can go there, huh? Thought I had him. I thought I was going to win this one. Yeah, so if I take this, he'll queen. So I'll go there to set up a discovered check. And he ran out of time trying to figure out how to defend that. These passed pawns are dangerous. Let's go to the analysis board and ask it. Ask the computer what it thinks of this final position. It says I'm still ahead, but it's getting close to drawish. Yeah, oh yeah, after the computer thinks for a while, it decides it's a draw. He just needed to find the right move, which was the natural defense with the pawn. He defends. I don't have anything terrible I can do with the discovered check. To try and get the pawn. He can go here. Yeah, he can keep taking advantage of the fact that my queen can't leave. Yeah, and this is rated as a draw. I guess, oh, he gets a queen and I have a queen. Ah, and I can get a perpetual here maybe. Yeah, looks like a perpetual. Anyway, let's get another game. D4? Did I play E4 again? Queen's Gambit. The martial defense. So you take first, and then you bring the knight out to stop black from playing E5, which is one of his main ideas in this defense. And then you can kick the knight. So it's not considered a good defense. Don't play this way, girls and boys. Defending the pawn. Defending the other pawn. Maybe I should have defended with the knight. So if he takes that bishop, do I care? I don't want to get a doubled pawn yet, so I'll take back with the queen. So he has the bishop pair, which he might give up, I don't know. I'm going to castle and centralize the rooks. Maybe the C file and the D file. Yeah, put a rook on the D file first. Might be something happening here. Could push this pawn. He takes, I take. Then the knight has to move. Goes here, and then he's got two attackers on this piece. I'm just thinking, I mean, this bishop needs to go, gets to go with check here. So there's an indirect defense. Let's see what he's going to do with his dark squared bishop. Okay, that answers that. So now we have a big center, and he no longer has the bishop pair. So what I should just do is play, well, I was going to suggest playing e5 and queen to e4 to threaten mate, but he's put a pawn here. I can push and make this pawn backwards, or I can take and build up pressure on this pawn. I think I'll take. So I want to reposition my rook then. Don't want to make anything happen on the... okay, so he's walking over there. Maybe knight here. Knight takes, rook takes, and then I've got pressure on this pawn. He defends. I've got the check on the diagonal. Okay, he's avoiding the trade. But by moving the queen, but I could trade. Mate threat. Got a mate threat. And there it goes. Okay, what time is it? Yeah, we got time for a couple more games. I have to play another game after that. That was terrible. Maybe the elections. Interesting. The way my opponent is playing. Very interesting. Okay, let's attack that bishop. Let's play here so he can stop his knight from coming here. Then get castled. So this is not a standard Alekhine's defense position. He never pushed his pawns forward or anything. Okay, now this is fine, so I don't have to worry about the fried liver attack kind of thing. Can I push? Not so easily. I can defend. I have to take. I have to take because it's got two attackers on it plus the pawn. So I can defend once, but not twice. Okay, get the bishop to a better position. Put a little pressure on that knight. I can develop my knight with tempo, hopefully. Is that tempo? Yes, it was. Okay. Then I can push my d-pawn here to block this bishop and straighten out my pawn structure here. So I should probably play bishop to e6. And then put the queen behind the bishop, and then I can maybe move the bishop out here, attacking his queen. Let's see, he develops his knight, it'll come here, and these pawns are well suited to keeping it pinned. So yeah, it looks like maybe he's going to go after my my knight here, but I can take back with the queen, so he's probably not doing that. Yeah, he is doing that. Anyway, put the rook behind the bishop, put the queen behind the bishop, that kind of thing. I could push the a-pawn forward, dislodge his bishop, take this pawn. That might be the best thing, because I've already got pressure along this diagonal, so it'd make it hard for him to move those pawns. He can now move this pawn forward because he's defended his bishop with the knight. Although it'll keep the knight tied down momentarily. Yep. Okay, so where to? I could put the rook here. If the bishop moves too, I've got the this pawn I can take. So he can't move his bishop, he can't move his knight. So I should attack the knight. Yeah, bishop here would be the thing to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he can take the pawn, I can take back, and he's still got to deal with these threats to the bishop, the pawn, the knight. All the things. Even though the queen is defending the bishop, I put my rook here, so I just have to get rid of this knight, and then I can take it. Or if he moves his bishop, I can take this pawn. So I'll just take then. Looks like that worked. And then I can take here. And I've got an extra bishop, which I'll take this way. It can't be chased away from this square, and it defends the pawn. Maybe double the rooks over here. Be careful not to get back rank mated. Push this pawn, double the rooks. So rook here, pawn here. Maybe take this pawn if he lets me. Or this pawn. So yeah, he's trying to play some trick. There. I could have left my rook there, I guess. Hello, sleeping bird. Welcome to the stream. Could have left my rook there because it was defended by the bishop. Wasn't paying attention. So I'll come up here and put pressure on this pawn. And he can't defend it with this pawn because, yeah, so he does that. Desperate measures. So just bring my king over. Okay, he went with his king to this side. That means I should advance with my pawns on this side. Just have to make sure this pawn doesn't get through. So I think it's pretty well settled now. And then we just push these through. You use these pawns as decoys in a way. You draw this king over here, and in the meantime your king gobbles up these pawns, so you end up with an extra pawn. The usual way here. He's gone behind my pawns. You never let your opponent's king go behind your pawns. Oh, you always punish it immediately because you get a queen then. So that is it for this stream. Hope you all had a good time. Remember to follow me if you want notifications for when I am streaming. I stream mostly about this time of day, but different days depending on when I'm available. Don't really have a set schedule at this point. So anyway, hope to see you all next time, and bye now.